Hello, it's Sally here from .tv. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. And today I'm going to be working on my Just Because quilt that I'm stitching along with Corinne at To Be Loved Treasures by Corinne. And I have, in my last video, I was kind of piecing these bits together, and I have now sewn them all down. I've cancer stitched them all, and I used a part of, it was a corner of a tablecloth with lovely cross stitch on, so it's feeling lovely and textural now. I had left this lace because I didn't know which panel this was going to be. I've now got a little bit more of a plan because I couldn't just not have a plan. I need to know how it's all going to fit together and what pieces I need to attach where and everything. So just for my own, in my own mind, I know where I'm going to go. So when I cancer stitched all this down, I did leave about an inch all the way around for slipping things under or over, but I've now got a plan, and this is what I'm going to do. This is just a quick sketch of just all the panels. So I'm just, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how I'm going to go. So this is number 1, and then I thought if I do that, then I kind of know where I am. So I'm going to be working on number 2 next, then number 3, and then what I'll probably do is start again on 4, 5, 6. And then join them together. At the moment, I don't really know how it's going to fit together, as in, am I going to work on it as it's attached, or I'm going to still work on separate panels? Not sure yet. So that was, I kind of got my head round, this is number 1 panel. So then what I can start doing is thinking about the sides and the binding. So I did have this here, which I'm going to snip off in a moment, because I don't need that little bit of trim there. And it's nice, so I want to keep it, so I can always use it for something else. So let's just pop that off now. Just going to, it is really only a thin little slither that I need to take off, but I can definitely save this for another project. That's not very good snipping, but it wasn't very straight, but never mind. Okay, so it's off anyway. It's not very straight either. Oh. It goes straight when I flatten it out. Right, so yes, sorry, I feel as though I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me if I do, but it's probably going to go. So what's going to happen is this is going to go over here, so I will see the blue through it, and I'm going to stitch this down like that. And then what will happen is this number 4 panel will go here, go in here. So I'm quite happy with how that's looking, and I quite like that. It's not taking up anything really apart from over the plain bits really. So I am going to just grab some pins and pin them down. Oh, I do feel so I'm going to sneeze. Very itchy nose. Right, where are we going to do it? It's quite hard to get pins through this somehow. Whether it's... There we go. And then what I can also do is look at this edge here, which is what I want to have a look at today, because this edge needs a binding. So what am I going to use for binding? I'm going to use all different things. I've got some stuff here that I've just pulled out that I kind of like the look of, and this isn't just for the binding, this is for embellishing the quilt. And so I found some more quilt pieces. I actually found that it's darker than I thought it was, because I don't know whether I tea dyed it or whether somebody else has tea dyed it, and that's how I got it. I can't remember. I don't know, but I do like it. And underneath here, a little bit more fabric, which is really pretty. So I'm actually going to take that off and use that as a fabric on its own. So there's two little pieces there. I've got some little doilies, perhaps not for this one because that might be a bit too bright for this one, but I've got these lovely, hoping to put those on the quilt. I've got that one, which has got a little flower. That one's got a little bunch of flowers on. I've got some of those doilies, which I usually cut into pieces. I've got that, which I love the colour of it. Thought I might go. I've got that, possibly not on this one, but just like the look of that. In fact, no, for that one, for this one. That I like. I love the colours in this one, and it kind of goes, it kind of goes with this. So I quite like that. And I also want to put some of these on. I've got loads of these. They were already made up when I bought them. Obviously someone was going to do a quilt or some kind of project, never got around to finishing it. And what I was thinking is of having this as a binding. So it will go over like that. So you see it on that side, which I think it goes with the colours. There's a reddish in there and the blue. Yeah, like that. Whether that goes over or under the lace, I'm not sure. I like it over actually. I've just got to think about this bit here, because if I go, I might have to cut that. So that's a straight edge there, that's a straight edge. And work like that, like that. I will take the paper out of these before I stitch it down. So that gives me a straight edge there. Something like that. And then I was thinking, where's that other doily that I had? I quite like this one. To go over as well. Like that. And then this here I will leave because I don't know what's going there. So I will leave that here, which is about there's the edge of my stitching at the moment. So quite like that there as the edging, as the binding, and then going over like that. And I could always stitch something here if I wanted to, if I thought it was a bit plain. Let's see, it could be done at a later date though. So that, and then if I move down a little bit, I've got just some bits. This here is a raw edge, and I'm not sure whether I'm having any raw edges. I'm not at the moment. I might eventually. So there's a raw edge there anyway. So I was thinking of maybe putting. Let's just snip these. There we go. Maybe one of those. Oh, Suffolk puffs. I was also thinking, what about Suffolk puffs? It's a nice blue one. Oh, yeah, straight away. That kind of changes the tone altogether, doesn't it? So a couple of Suffolk puffs there. I know that's only two, and usually they look nice in threes, but let's just see if I can take these apart. little ones. I don't want to snip into the little puff itself. Ah, there we go. I've got that one. And that one. That one. I've got a few more of those little ones, I think. Oh, I thought I had. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there. This one. No, that's too much like that. Hang on. Nope. Let me just take that one apart. Right. I quite like that, and the reason why, I know there's not much red, this is kind of like a rosy colour, but there will be red in other parts of the quilt, and I'm thinking if this is too pale, if I'm starting to add colour in the others, it may not all go together, if you see what I mean. It may not be harmonious all over the quilt. So if I bring in a bit of red and then there's red in another part of the quilt, then it will kind of, do you know what I mean? It will kind of go. So I think I'm going to put red in there, and just to brighten it up. And I've also got the maroony kind of colour here, reddish maroony colour in this. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Just bring in a little bit more brightness to the piece. I've got a little bit of red in here, although you can't really see it that much. So that will go. And then I need to do, right, I'm just going to shuffle shuffle down to this side here. Now, although I don't need to do any edging on this one, I want something to connect the two together when I've got the next piece in. I don't know what this piece is going to be yet, but just something maybe to kind of blend the seam a little bit. What if I go diagonally? What if I go like that? I'm just thinking of how many flowers I'm hiding. If I can quite like that way. Diagonally. Still gonna, oh hang on, no, I'm thinking I'm pulling that over, but I'm not. Still got a little piece here, but I suppose it could have, you know, more Suffolk puffs over there. I don't know, I'm gonna have to buy more Suffolk puffs. Just thinking. Yeah, because I'm just trying to picture what's going to happen here. So I might have an overlap here. I might have an overlap there, and then that's going to come over the overlap. Don't know, do you? I don't know until I get round to doing this one. So maybe that's something to consider at a later date. But I like the diagonal of that. I think that looks really nice. I do. Right. So no to that one this time. let me take that one back, no to that one this time. Not sure. Oh. Not sure on those. Let's get rid of those for now. I'm going to put those there. Okay, that I'm going to take off for now, and I'm going to pin what I've got so far, I think, because I'm liking those. I've got another confession as well. I couldn't get on with the, you know, the basting that was going on last time with all that, was it orange thread I used? I couldn't get on with it, so I unpicked it all and pinned it, and then stitched with the pins instead. I just couldn't get on with the, it was kind of wrapping around my hand, and I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. And the pieces, the fabric kept moving. Perhaps I didn't do it close enough, I don't know, but the fabric kept moving as I was stitching it, so it didn't work for me. I'm going to take, I like that there, but I don't want it in my way at the moment, so I'm just going to take that off while I do the rest. And then I'm going to have a look at this bit here, which I like. So do I go over or, well, let's try it. If I go that way, you see I've got a raw edge there, haven't I? Yeah, that's okay. So I've decided, that was a quick decision, I'm not probably going to have any raw edges. So what can happen here is, I mean, I don't have to do it on that, I could do it on the point, couldn't I? So it makes it even bigger this side, a bit smaller that side. Would I want that? I mean, I've got more. What I could do is, let me just quickly pin it like that for now, so it stays. I'm not sure whether I'm liking that. I think I need a little bit more. No, I need a little bit more there. I definitely do. So I am going to do it like that. And then I'm going to have these edges straight. Like that. So they're going to be, that's going to be the corner of my piece. And if that slots in there, like that. It's hard to get through all that fabric and paper. I'm going to snap my pin. There we go. Oh, it's gone in. Oh, fantastic. Right. And so there's this one here, which again, kind of want it at the edge, but do I want it to go over that one maybe, or over that way? Let's see what it looks like on the other side as well. So let me just get this pinned down as well. We'll have it there for now. Okay, let's see what it looks like on the other side. I think that's fine. What I was thinking was adding another. I've got loads of these hexagons. Let me just go and get. Oh yes, there they are. For example, I could put another one on, but then obviously that's going to interfere with that, and I don't think I need to interfere with that. I think it comes close enough. That's fine. I like that. I'm sorry. That's fine. That's fine. That I might cover up when I come to do whatever I do there, just because it's kind of out of the way. Sorry, I'm just sitting down again. Yeah, because it's. Yeah, because this is the top edge, so I might cover that up with another doily or something. I don't know yet. That will be decided. So I'm happy with all of that. Happy with that. Happy with that side. So that's all good. Okay, my other thought is I'm going to do something on my quilt, do a little bit of embroidery on my quilt. It's not going to be in your face and it's going to be very pale and you probably won't even notice it's there at first glance. But what I thought I'd do, there's me and my husband, and then we've got 4 children. So what I thought I would do in 6 of the panels, kind of do our initials. Now, I'm not going to, like I say, it's not going to be in your face. In fact, let me just get my threads and I will show you what I'm thinking. Oh, where will I put them? Right, I can only find one set of threads, but I think that'll be okay. My room is an absolute mess. I've got projects coming out my ears and there's bits of things lying around all over the place. So what I thought I'd do with this one, for example, with this one, I'm going to start with my husband's initials on this one. And I'm just going to pick a colour, but I'm going to go very, very pale. It's kind of, what I was thinking is kind of like a very light lilac. Although that looks quite dark. I don't know whether it's in the right shade. No. Because I want it really pale. And once this is unwound, it is quite pale. If I take, for example, 2 strands, you can hardly, there's not that, you know, it's very pale. So what I thought I would do is, and I think it's going to be in this corner, just in this little space here, and do my husband's initials. Now he's just JW, he hasn't got a middle name. So what I'm thinking is, just in my own handwriting, this is just on tracing paper. It looks quite large. I don't like that J like that. I might just not do that bit. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I think that's okay. I would have thought I could do J's properly because my husband is John, or Jonathan, and then I've got Jack, my oldest son, and Jamie, my youngest son. So there's a lot of J's in our family. I would have thought I'd have lots of practice. That's fine. So it's going to be like that. So what I will need to do is just on a piece of paper, just go over the back. Over everything. Okay, and then I can pop it on my piece just here. It looks quite big, doesn't it? Was I thinking of doing it that big? I think in the whole scheme of things, I think it'll be okay. Like I say, it's going to be really pale and you won't really notice it that much. It's a bit bumpy now because I've done the cancer stitch, so I'm having to be careful. It's not a smooth ride round on the pencil. But if I can just get the outline, then I can go in and fill it. It's even going through my tracing paper. I might look at blue actually, rather than the lilac. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Right, I'm just going to have a look at, because there's blue in this as well. So where's that? Rather than that, think I might go for blue. Like I say, it's going to be really pale. You're not going to be able to see it that much. That's but I will know it's there. And that's all that matters. See, that's even paler. I'm kind of looking for this blue here. I quite like that. Ish. It's a bit. No. I've got some other threads, but okay, hang on. Let me see. Right. I've got a basket of threads here. There's got to be some in here, aren't there? That's quite a nice greyish. No, it's too grey. Too grey. It's not until you put it with your piece that you realise the colour that it is. Oh, I like that. That's not. That's the one. That's it. Just put them back there. Right, this is a bit darker than I was anticipating, but it's kind of that colour, but I do like that. Okay, it may be, right, you see, plans change all the time. You just have to adapt, don't you? It's probably going to be a lot more visible than I thought it was going to be. Right. Oh, there's a bit there. Let's see if that does it. Not really, I've pulled the wrong end. I don't know where the other one is. It's there. I have pulled it down. Oh my goodness. Oh. See, I mean, which one are you supposed to pull? Which one are you supposed to pull? Oh, I don't know. Right, pulling that one. It's a bit of a mess now, but hey ho. Who cares? Right, so, needle. A needle, please. I've got a brand new needle. I've had to chuck one because it went bent. I put too much pressure on it and it's all bent and everything, and every time I sewed with it, it was, you could feel the bend in it, so it wasn't very comfortable. I'm just doing 2 strands. Okie dokie. And I am just going to do, oh, yes, how do you get up into that part of the, oh dear. I perhaps should have thought about this before I sewed it all together. Right, I'm going to try and wriggle my way up there. Let's see if that works. Yes, it works. Hello. Okay, so it's in. Right, I don't want to go through to the back though, so I have got to be careful when I'm sewing. But I'm just going to do, I've done that the wrong way around, sorry. I think I have anyway. I'm just going to do a, give me 5 minutes to remember what stitch it is. And it is a stem stitch. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm going to do a stem stitch. So just a small stem stitch, I think. Kind of. just making sure I've got my finger underneath, and I can feel that I'm not coming through to the other side. And I'm just going to follow my lines around, and then when I get there, I'm going to just again carefully just feed it through it's in between my two, in the filling of my sandwich. And so there's nothing coming through on the back at all. I need to turn it around a little bit. This is where I find it a bit bulky, because I can't do it like that, it's too much. How are you all today? I hope you're all well. You're finding time to stitch. I'm lucky this week I've got the week off work, so I'm stitching, and it's lovely. I'm trying to get some projects done. Well, I'm trying to get my own projects done, but I've got some new projects in the pipeline, but I keep seeing other people's projects and thinking, oh, I've got to do that one as well. Just seen Christine from Create and Craft with Christine. She's just put up a new video of the teacup with the Briggs patterns. It's a free source, and it's really strange because when I saw it, I thought, I'm sure I recognise that design, and I thought I do, and it kept playing on my mind. I thought, no, I'm sure I've done that design already. So I had a look, and it was the same one, and I've done, well, it's not the same one because Christine's going to be doing the teacup, but I've already done the plate that's available to download. You can like download this booklet and of all the Briggs sewing transfer patterns, and then you can just trace them and use them as you wish. So I've already done the plate, and I have done, what I did was I needed a teapot, so I think I drew my own teapot, and then I used the Briggs pattern inside. It's not a willow pattern because it's like a bird, but you know the willow pattern that you get with the blue and white china, it's that kind of thing, and that's what I wanted, a teapot for a project that I was doing. And so yeah, I've done a teapot in that design, although the teapot was my design, and then I just used the pattern for inside the teapot. And then I've done the plate as well, and but I haven't done a teacup, so that's perfect. So I've said, yep, Christine, I'm going to be stitching along with you, and I will try. She's doing a live, did you call it a community chat? I don't know whether that's the live stream, or I'm not sure what it is because I've never been involved in one before. So, but she's doing a community chat on, I think it's this Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to go over to Christine's channel and look at her video, and she'll tell you everything on there. And I think she's doing an update and letting us know, hopefully, Christine, of when it is. So yeah, I'm doing that one. So anyway, yes, and I've got a couple of projects of my own that I'm kind of, you have to do a little bit of prep work before you you put them out there. So I'm prepping for a couple of my own projects as well. Yes, I've got lots of stitching on the go, which I love. Anyway, so I've got this quilt, and then we've got, what day is it today? It's Wednesday today, and we will have the new Roxy's new prompt today as well. Hurrah! So, all right, I've lost my line. It's just gone a bit faint. I'm just going to fill it back in. Yeah, so we've got new Roxy's prompt. So, don't know when on earth I will get to film my own projects that I've done, but there's lots in the pipeline anyway. But yeah, so I've got a whole week off of stitching and housework. There's always something to do, isn't there? But right, am I going to be able to do this? It's not right. Okay, right, I got a bit wonky. I think it's gone back. Okay, I feel as though I need to do my thread now. I really should have done this before I cancer stitched, because I'm going to go in there. I'm going to feed it back down. But I'm not going to have any knot. There will be no knot. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm sure it'll be okay. Perhaps I should have cut my thread long enough to do the whole thing. Because I'll have to go back in with a knot. Okay, let's see if I can get back in. Oh, I did it with the blunt end, didn't I? So it doesn't catch on anything. Somewhere there will be okay. Okay. A rare occasion when everybody's out the house today as well. My husband's popped into work. And everyone else is at work or college. I was going to stop the tape and finish this off, but it's hardly worth it now because there's only a few more stitches left. So I will just finish this off, but you can always fast forward if you don't want to. You don't want to watch. Yeah, it's darker than I thought it was going to be, these letters, but it doesn't matter. We're nearly done. And like I say, on the number 3 will go my initials. 5 will be Jack's, my oldest. Then 7 will be Abby's, my eldest daughter. 9 will be Jamie's. And then 11 will be Ruby's. pins getting everywhere. I just found it easier than doing the basting stitch, so I was getting tangled up in it. Okay, I think that's it. We're done. Okay, so again, I'm going to go in, then I've got to feed myself down without it showing on the back. So let's see if I can do that. I'm hoping that it's not going to show through. Actually, I know what I can do. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, no, forget. Yeah, I said nothing. So I'm talking to myself. I was going to pull it and cut it, but I don't want to do that because then it might come unthreaded. I was going to like pull and then cut it a bit shorter, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just leave it like that because I think once it's washed and worn, then it'll kind of be fine. There, so that's my husband's initials all done. It just fits into that little gap there. So that needs going in there. I'm going to have a look up here now. Right, so I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to start on this first. All I'm going to do is use a white cotton. I don't want my stitches showing or anything like that, or putting any fancy stitches in. So I'm just going to, although saying that, I could do some crosses and stuff, couldn't I, on these? These would, but I could do that afterwards, maybe. Right, I'm going to just sew this down with white cotton, which I'm going to do off camera. And then I'm going to I'll come back, I think, and show you those. And I'm just going to go around with those as well, which I don't think you need me to show you. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll come back and do these. See you in a bit. Right, I'm back. So I have now sewn down my silver puffs, and I have also stitched down my lace crochet panel that's come over from the back. I have, you can't really see it, but I have cancer stitched over it all, although I've not gone through to the back apart from this, the inch that I left. I've gone through the back on that bit, so that's all completely finished now, that bit. So that's my edging for this panel and the top, so this will be the top left. That'll be the top left, and then I'm going to be starting on this now. So I've got my patchwork. Oh, I've took the pieces, the paper out of that, and I've also got my doily as well. So this is going to go here, and then my doily is going to go, make sure it's on, that's the right side, and this is going to go, I think it's going to go a little bit under. Let me just take that off for a second. What I want to do is that piece there that comes out and that piece there that comes out, I want it, that's the piece that I want folding in half, if you like, to go over. Like that. So that will go somewhere there, that one's not. I think I might need some pins. Let's get the assistance of some pins to hold it into place. Will be best. Oh, I don't know if that's the right, hang on. I don't know if this is right. So this side here, I'm going to tuck these points in, and they will meet up on either side, so that will encase that, and then I will do that. So that's right there. Like that, and then it will go over. I'm listening out for the doorbell because I've got a feeling the doorbell's going to ring in a bit, which is it's not good timing, but it might not, but all right, so it's not coming over too much. I think that's going to be okay. That's going to go around there. Right, so yeah, that is, actually I won't do that yet because I'm going to do this one first, get this one down. So that was okay, like that. Bigger on that side. Oh, hang on, no, I've got the wrong one. It's that one there. That's more like it. Got the wrong part. So I want all of the floral bits on this side. So I'm just going to pin that down as well. That's the right. Okay, so I need some thread and I need my needle. This is just white. I'm just thinking, should I use green? I think white will be fine. Just machine cotton. So I'm just going to start in this corner here. I'm not going to go through to the back yet. So I'm going to hide my knot underneath here. Hang on. Thinking what I'm going to do here. Do I want this to go over? I might. Okay, just snip that off. I'm not going to start here, I'm going to start somewhere here, just so there's a little flap, like an inch flap, just in case I want to go underneath it. Yeah, so I'm just going to give myself a little bit of room. So I'm going to start here. So hiding my knot again. And it's just a an overcast stitch. So actually, never mind. I'm not going through to the back either. You can't see it on the back. Some of this stitching on the edge of the doily is quite thick and it's quite tough to get through. Sure, it's laying flat. Right, nearly done. No, it's not going through there. Can't get my needle through that little bit. Nope, it's not going to do it. Oh, but me, it is hard. Try that instead. I'll just take that out. Still lying flat. Right, I'm going to stop there, and I can do the other side. Oops. Off camera. I don't need to do that today. So that's that. That can go out as well. Okay, so that will be there, and then all I've got to do now is the patchwork. So just position this one back on. So the line is going there. Right, I think I'm going to have to do this first. Let me just make a little space. So that's going over there, and then that's going there. Let's pin that down. And then that's going to be folded over there and over that way. Right, I will pin it both because I'm going to actually join those so you can't actually see the white inside it. Okey-dokey. Right, so that's going to be, it will be flat by the time, if I work that way then I can kind of adjust that when I need to get to it. Okay, so I think I might get some blue thread. Let me just go and grab some blue. Oh, could that do? That will do, won't it? What I did the letters with, that'll be fine. It's starting to warm up now. It was a bit chilly this morning. It's not that warm here. But it does seem to be warming up a little bit. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just join that up. Just going to hide my knot in here somewhere. Again, just I could do a ladder stitch, but I'm fine with just a slip stitch. Sorry, I'm probably not in shot then. Just making sure it's all level. Take that out because I don't think it's doing anything at the moment. It probably is actually. It's probably holding that white one in because I'm not actually catching the white fabric. I'll pop it in like that, just I'd hate for it to slip out. Just pulling it back in line with my needle, making sure I've got little tucks under each side. Okay, that's that bit. Okay. Pulled too hard. It's obviously not that strong. No, let me just snip a little bit off. Okay, so I'm going to just finish this off here carefully. Okay. Right, so let me just move this round. Note to self, don't pull as hard this time. I'm going to start on another thread. Right, let's start on this one here. Well, I've got threads all over the place. Let's get rid of that one as well. Okay. And again, I will do the front and I'll leave the back for later. So just bury my knot somewhere in there. And then again, I'm just going to tidy this edge up. It was a bit, I think there's just some stray strands to try. It's hard to sew into this crocheted edging. I will try my best. I am trying to catch the blue as well at the same time, the blue underneath this blue, just to make it a little bit more secure. But it is a little bit difficult. Right, I think rather than you watching me do this, I think we'll call it a day, because I think it's gone on for quite a while. And I can stitch that on. You can see what's going to happen. I think I'm going to do these lines as well, just to give it, because it's a bit puffy at the moment, if you like. So I'm going to do, I think they just need, oops, they just need stitching down. So I think I'm going to leave it there for today, because we've still got another couple of weeks left of this month to do other embellishments. So I'll have to try and think what else I want to do. I think I want some maybe crosses or something, and I'm fancying going around this as well. Probably not all the way, maybe, because it's going to interfere with that. I don't know. Or I might even thread something through the holes there. Not sure yet. And then I've got to think about that corner. I know I've already selected my doily, so that's going to be something that I'm going to look at. So yeah, it's all coming together. So I'll leave it to that for now. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.